with Firefly, we record those hours, and that's where now the organisations start to get what we call illiterate community tokens. And we've been developing a sponsorship model and a fundraising model that says if those illiterate community tokens that you receive by virtue of being there raise another $100, how bad is that for your organisation that you're profiting on both fronts, the time that you commit and the sausages that you sell, the double whammy. So yeah, pretty excited to get that one out, pretty excited to launch the new model, and you'll all get notification about when you can log into your admin portal of the app.
Something that really makes sense, because the measurement piece is the bit as communities, small communities, we often miss. And that links really tightly into some of the stories we've got in our latest release of our magazine, which we release every month, which has some great articles in it for volunteers to read and organisations to share. And that is this concept of having the ability to get to multiple entities, what we call the relay, so you can revamp your sponsorship models. Yep, it's using conversation and storytelling and information to be better at what you do. Alongside that really simple one, which is who liked what you were doing in the first place, and are you communicating to them in any way, shape or form? Because my guess is probably not, for the most part. Probably not.
Yeah, and we've been overburdened with legislation and compliance and all those issues. So if we can rekindle some enthusiasm of just come and do what you love to do for our organisation, likewise, and it's one of the reasons I'm excited about the ECT playbook. You know, I know a lot of volunteers, and I speak to lots of them, as you know, they don't sign up to volunteer specifically to fundraise. They volunteer to provide the services that the organisation provides, you know, to help other people in the community. So fundraising can be a real burdensome task for those people that aren't comfortable doing it. So again, if we can automate and we can assist in that environment, I think we can rekindle some of the enthusiasm which has led to volunteer burnout. And then if you can revise that, like some of the systems that you're starting to implement, like you said, to automate, helps revise how we can effectively operate our organisations with the cause in mind, rather than the obligation and the burden and the paperwork. And
that's probably the better statement. How do we do it in constraint? So that leads into, you know, some of those sneaky, cheeky little things we're trying to look at that might be really left of field for some organisations, but I think provide an opportunity in the long tail, which is if you're doing really good stuff and your position is appropriate, then you're probably more likely to be seen, and therefore if you've got a community that cares, you're probably more likely to be funded and secure, right? And so we've been writing a playbook around that. What's that all about?
I have, look, we're really excited now with the new app, and all those that are using it will see, for the launch of the actual volunteers wallet, which contains the FLTs, the Firefly Light token, which is great.